Alright folks, welcome to our 2018 Extra Life Extravaganza! Yay! Woo! I'm Terp. Aiden here.
Rebecca. James.
And we're going to be starting off with my segment today, which is on Super Castlevania 4. Hopefully I'm starting off the Halloween spirit with a bang. And, well... What? You forgot Brendan. Brendan, say something.
Hello.
He didn't say anything. So...
Yeah, cause I'm on push to talk and I had to unhost. Again.
Well,
Also, Sarah's not here yet. She'll be arriving later tonight.
and as you can tell, I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood to be a masochist today. So let's get started.
He's a masochism.
Castlevania 4. Absolutely love this game, but I will admit it does kick me in the balls frequently. So
I mean, you
Wait,
got
you have
balls at
balls?
the end of each stage, so I think you're
Hi, Sherry.
probably net game.
So you're saying you like playing a dominatrix? Gotcha. I mean, the game does feature a whip.
it's true.
Also, hello. I got
Hi.
here just now.
You forgot, didn't you?
Kind of. As I was discussing with Aiden, not having work yesterday threw off my entire brain space of what the weekend was.
Hey.
And also, I've been playing Soul Calibur for the past 3 days.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah,
Did you see?
I've been playing Soul Calibur 4's character creator the entire week.
I was
Yeah,
about to play.
have you tried
Soul
making-
Calibur fashion creator?
There's a certain meme that has been kind of transferred into the Soul Calibur
Is it
franchise.
Bowsette? I have not made Bowsette, but I have seen it.
Okay, I was going to say, have you done that yet?
I haven't even got the game, and I've already seen it done too many times.
Yeah, people did that in the beta.
Yeah.
Oh, I linked in videos tab. I was searching through random creations, and someone made Bloodbath Diablos, and it looks really good. I linked
I saw
it.
that.
Yeah, but it looked really good. They even did like Soul of Nightmare for it. So like the Soul Edge attack, not Soul Edge, what's it called? Critical Edge. That's their super. Involves just charging the enemy and running it straight through. And since it's Nightmare, it involves lots of headbutt attacks as well.
Nice.
And Soul Calibur features an armor breaking system, so
Okay.
various parts and some of the horns can break off, some of the armor bits can break off, much like you would fighting a monster in Monster Hunter.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Anyways,
Did you guys hear about the thing that I'm planning on doing at the end of this?
What you do in your private time should be kept in your private time, Ted.
I'm doing SCP Containment Breach
Oh, really?
blind.
Oh, really?
I was going to assume Terp was going to say fuck, and we were going to have to charge.
Well, if he's playing SCP Containment Breach, then yes, there's going to be a lot of freckles. Considering that SCP-173 is a thing.
I have not played nor seen much of this game at all. It'll be completely blind. I don't even know mechanics, other than maybe Billy.
Billy!
That is his name, right?
I think that's what Markiplier calls him?
Yeah.
I forget.
Yeah, I wasn't a Markiplier follower that early on, so I only went back, like, when they talked about SCP, I only went back for, like, maybe the first episode for a little bit, but it kind of, like, droned on for me, so I got really bored.
Need to watch, the
Are
version-
those horse heads?
Yes.
Okay.
Ted, have you not played the Castlevania games before?
Oh, no. Yes, I have, but I don't remember the horse heads. That's the only thing.
At least you can say one thing about Dracula. He's not a naysayer.
Get
off the stage!
So I have a friend I used to work with. He's part of my D&D group now. I would occasionally call him a terrible person. He'd be like, "That's not true. I'm not a terrible person. Horses are terrible people." So now, anytime he does something awful, I go, "God, you are such a horse."
Speaking of D&D, I found another D&D group. I think I told Kai this already, though.
Yes.
My friend Jace from Sprites Inc. Asked Sprites Inc. in general if they wanted to do D&D, and this is his first time D&D. And I was like, well, I wouldn't mind playing with a new group for a change.
Does he have a night he'd be doing it?
Would you want to join?
Maybe. It depends on if
We still have
work.
space left.
Well, here's the thing. With my current schedule, I planned my other D&D group around my work schedule. Like, we all work together, so I can't do Friday night because of that.
When?
No, I was asking Zyka this, because she was, like, looking like she wanted to join.
Alright, well, that was the first level. Nothing really to worry about there. It only gets better from here.
Sorry, Zyka. I need that plug, though. Not the red one, but the gray one.
I can't exactly... try not to drop the darn thing.
Sorry.
The red one's actually mine.
Ankle.
I'll take it.
Oh, no! Oh, geez, I need electrical tape.
Hold on.
Oh, shoot.
I'm actually gonna
Somebody
run to
rolled
this.
over this.
I'm actually gonna run to the store real quick. I planned on having some monsters with me to
Open.
make it through the night, but I forgot to stock up, so I'll be back in probably 20-30 minutes.
Take your time.
I
got
plan
the
on
chat.
turning up like 2 hours late to my D&D session. Log changes.
Hey, hands off the merchandise. Hands off the merchandise.
May the Schwartz be with you!
Cool.
Spaceballs the movie.
Spaceballs the flamethrower. Kids love this one. Our bestseller, Spaceballs the dog. Me.
May the Schwartz be with you!
Oh yeah, that's.
Yeah, while you're doing that, I'm going to be... Wait, Games Done Quick is doing something right now?
Yeah, they're doing something right now. I had to unhost them 3 times.
Was it, Is it one of their, those, like, little demo reels for a certain game?
I don't know.
Couldn't be their main one, because that's out in, like, December, November.
Games Done Quick Express.
Yeah, I figured.
Have you ever had one of those days where even the plant can kill you? This is like, it's... Me personally, no, but I can imagine this like regular routine for Simon Belmont.
You're playing Castlevania, yet I've got the Donkey Kong Country theme in my head.
He's playing Super Castlevania 4.
Yeah, but for some reason I'm watching it and the Donkey Kong is in my head.
Well, that's another popular Super Nintendo. So, I see no problem, sir.
I'm gonna try and get that for... Wait, do we play the original, or do we play Diddy's Conquest?
We played the original one.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get Diddy's Conquest then. I need to talk to Retro Game Bros anyway. Oh, guess what I found out about them? Apparently they're one of the 10th best ones in Toronto.
Nice.
I actually met their father the second time I visited. They were surprised when I said I got turned down for a job at like a GameStop. Because I knew so much about video games. Did I say that with you guys already?
Yeah, but
yes.
do you know about Call of Duty and FIFA?
What's to know? It's a shooting game.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I'm kidding. I know a little bit. And for sports games, I'm not much of a sports game, but I could still recommend it if that's your kind of thing. It's all about like knowing your market, and if I have to learn about it, I will. My interests don't really focus on that, but I can change that up. There's nothing stopping me. Why is the water going up?
Dracula's castle. That's what.
Going back down. Is it a little quiet, or is this fine?
Maybe a little bit louder. Slow down. Thanks, game. I wanted the cross. Give that thing a hand, folks.
There we go. On the loud side, but this is a quiet stage. I think that's intentional.
Maybe. Alright, level 3. This is when it starts, the game's difficulty starts increasing.
I'm actually kind of glad they switched to a more Metroidvania type style, because this reminded me too much of Ghouls and Ghosts.
Ah.
And it felt like they needed to, I don't know, get away from that.
Well, I'd say it's far enough away. I mean, the main protagonist is certainly much different than Sir Arthur was. I mean, Simon Belmont is this massively burly Conan the Barbarian looking guy who uses a whip.
Who can also take a hit.
Yeah. What does Sir Arthur hold to fame? He wears a suit of armor, and he had sex with his girlfriend in a graveyard before she was taken away by Satan.
And apparently he can't wear his armor very well, because one hit, he drops it immediately.
Well, at least he could claim to fame one thing. He's like one of the few fictional characters to ever get laid in a graveyard.
I mean, Dracula can say that too, but...
He's the only living person who's at that. At least I think so.
Good, because I was about to bring up, Angel? I think Angel.
Angel's dead.
Yeah,
but
I know.
Maybe Buffy. You could probably argue Buffy, though.
Yeah. No Holy Waller. Wow.
Nah, I want to keep the cross.
Okay. A lot of people really like the cross.
Because it's good.
Grand Cross! Can't wait to play him in the...
Yeah, I actually really want to get...
Can't wait to give Dark Samus a try.
Sure, she's not that much different.
And,
I'm pretty sure Dark Samus
Isabel.
is very floaty.
I think the bombs act a little differently, though. I was gonna say, it looked like they were about to fall.
Oh yeah, they only fall after you cross, though.
Probably to teach you that they do, and then you come across more that fall almost immediately.
Maybe. I forget exactly. So useful how they allow you to attack in, like, practically whatever direction you want. There's one thing I will say that's the best part of this game. It's your control. You have, like, full control.
Yeah, how's the input lag on this one?
Not really. There's not really any lag whatsoever.
Okay.
Like, I push it and he's immediately facing that direction.
Because I've heard people complain that even the SNES Mini still has a little bit of input lag compared to the original
I mean,
console.
I don't notice it.
That's because they made
It's
it.
an emulated.
No, they to perfectly emulate it. They spent more on doing perfecting the lag.
No, people have complained that it's more lag than the actual lag of the system.
I don't notice any lag.
Yeah, Brendan's saying, like, there's, like, lag of the system. I'm like, I'm not talking about lag of the system. I'm talking about input lag.
Yeah. There's like no input lag. In terms of lag in the game, that's still a thing, but that's only when like lots of stuff is on the screen.
Yeah, that's normal, and I won't fault the game for trying to be accurate in its own lag, because some mechanics play better when the game lag is there. But when I say lag, I mean input lag, because there's such thing as like lag, and that's fine. Input lag is the killer. As the moment you start like dropping inputs, that's a problem. You drop a lot of hearts. And yes, I know the difference. You have health, and then you have hearts, which are your sub-weapon ammo. Which is so weird.
It's an interesting choice for sure.
Like, other games would treat hearts as a healing item.
That's what food is for, my good sir.
Yeah, I know, but like, you'd think the hearts would also...
I guess.
I get that, but it's just so weird comparatively.
A lot of people think it's weird.
I don't mind it.
Like, I don't hate it. It's just... What was the thing that decided that?
Maybe they just want it to be different.
Love that effect, though. When you, like, swing through the water, you actually do bubbles.
Ugh.
Nice,
I forgot.
nice save.
I forgot those ones actually fell. I'm actually happy I have the axe. The axe is like the better weapon to have for this fight coming up.
And you have my axe.
All them hearts.
I let go too early. It's actually pretty mild here, but like later on, the death traps like that start going overboard. They start going overboard with them. But the one level that I keep saying that I'm not the hugest fan of, overdoes it with insta death spikes. And the best part about that stage is the boss is actually the easiest thing about it. Like, you literally just...
It's like Mega Man stages. If the boss isn't hard, that means the stage is going to be hard. Usually.
Yeah, and the other way around.
Yeah. Oh, I found some neat tricks to... I saw a speedrun of Mega Man 11. I found some neat tricks to deal with some of the mini-bosses and the bosses. It's freaking crazy how much you could power through some of these enemies. Especially the mini-bosses. All it takes is a certain weapon and the power...
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Power friendship?
No, you have gears in the game, so you can go either speed up or power up your moves.
Yeah.
If you use power gear in conjunction with one of the Robot Master weapons, depending on the mini-boss, you'll one-shot them.
It's a midi-chlorian.
I've heard like some of the weapons in normal circumstances aren't the greatest, but then when you power them up with the whatever the gear is, that they're pretty amazing.
Yeah, Tundra Man's weapon is a screen wipe when used as a power. I think it's still a screen wipe, it's a more powerful complete screen wipe when used with power gear.
When you use the... Okay, now I'm starting to get irritated.
You have a live system?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course, I start doing not the greatest. That was pretty cool. When I'm actually on camera. Oh,
yeah, he got pretty far.
It's the Let's Play curse. Oh, I now know Chugga Conroy's pain. And that's the thing. It's not like actually the game kicking my butt. It's literally it's literally an aspect of it that normally would not be a problem.
His brain is kicking his own butt.
Yes.
So, what happens if we beat the game within the allotted time frame?
within the allotted time frame, then he moves on to his second game choice. That's why you chose several games.
Crap. What was my?
That's on you, buddy. I do have the list still on my Google though. But I doubt you're gonna get through Little Nightmares in 3 hours. And if you do, I'll be super impressed.
Terp. Have you met me?
I mean, not in person.
You were supposed to lie! Okay. Oh, wait, I think I have the game installed. Yes, I have the game installed.
Yeah, speaking
Oh,
of which,
the axes can actually destroy those projectiles.
that makes sense. Die, monster! You don't belong in this world. That does a lot of damage. Like what? 3? Yeah, 2 per. Here we go. GG.
There we go. Like I said, the boss wasn't the problem. The level was the problem.
Yeah.
Although later on, I can't really claim that, because later on, some of the bosses are pretty shit. As to be expected in Castlevania.
Super happy they waived the. So I won't be getting food this week, which it would have come in tomorrow. I'll get it next week instead, though.
Okay.
She basically said it's too late to change the order, but I can cancel it for you.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm okay with that. I don't mind if the recipes change, because they change from week to week. As long as I don't have to pay an extra $35 for one meal, that's more than appealing to me, because I can't afford that.
It's not Blue Apron.
No, it's so Blue Apron is American. Good Food is like a Canadian equivalent.
Okay. Cool.
I'm pretty sure the direct equivalent is Red Apron. Yeah, the reason why Matt gave that to us was he had extra things, and he knew that we're like low-income family. We're always struggling to make ends meet sometimes, and he knew a free meal wouldn't go unpassed in this household. Can't wait till he comes visit so we can play some Smash Brothers. Fun, right? Oh jeez, it's Fantoon all over again. Wait. Is he actually painting the walls with his tongue?
Really?
He is rotting it away.
Painting it with his god.
I love doing that. Whenever I go up a staircase, I'm always gonna moonwalk up them. What they need to do is, in Smash Ultimate, if there are staircases in the level, they need to have him moonwalk up them. Do 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 do.
Did it really turn off the camera?
Did I, like... like a bad plug.
I don't like that. Oh, we have 6 viewers? Holy crap. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Yes, Top, there are people.
Slow down.
Hey, I'm not I wasn't expecting actual viewers. I mean, I know I advertise like crazy, but...
Slow down.
I really appreciate it, guys, whoever's watching.
I think it helped that
Shout
I
out, we'll give you some kudos in... Whatever.
I think it helped that I posted it about this in a different server that has a shameless shill.
Oh yeah, I did it on Sprite Sync because they know what we do. Jace is actually part of our server as well, and he's one of the admins on the server, so he knows that I'm not lying when I say, yeah, we're doing this for charity, and you know, he's been supporting us for the past couple of years. This is like one of the few years where he's not able to like donate and stuff, so nice dodge.
Yeah, I was surprised I made that too.
This feels like that one place in Super Mario World where you have to like jump in and out of like the up and down place, or like avoid getting squished.
And just so for people who haven't played this game know, spikes are insta-death in this game.
Yay, Mega Man!
Hey, just because he's on a mission to destroy Dracula, that doesn't mean he can't groove out in the process. Alright. Didn't have a lot of trouble with this the first time with this guy, so let's hope I continue my streak.
Forget Golem, right?
I think so, yeah.
Just a regular Golem.
Wow.
Nothing special. I forget, is Frankenstein in this game?
Yes, he is. He only shows up after I enter the castle.
Nori!
Alright. Now the half stage before entering the castle. That's an interesting idea for the Castlevania. You don't start off in the castle this time. You have 5 levels leading up to the castle, and then you get the levels inside.
Yeah, all the Metroidvanias, like all the ones that started with the Metroidvania style are effectively the castle itself, but the reason why it changes from time to time, and they've explained it in the story of the game, is that
Dracula gets bored and remodels.
I mean, in layman's terms, yes. They also state that the castle is a magical, like, being in and of itself, so it can morph and will morph over the years.
It will morph
The
into
Dracula is
more
friends with
technological things.
I can't hear both of you guys at the same time.
Moo.
Dracula's friends with Howl.
Hal's moving castle.
Did you really mess that up?
No. Dracula's castle is Howl's moving castle. Just...
I didn't mess it up. I don't know why, but I was thinking of Dexter's laboratory in my head.
At that moment, I realized he fucked up.
Now all I can imagine is Simon Belmont being Dee Dee. Dee Dee, get out of my laboratory!
I did not need that image.
What?
I did not need that image. in
Simon
my
being
head.
Dexter.
I mean, no.
No, the DD.
Oh.
He has the hair for it.
He also has the dress for it too.
Oh.
It's not a dress, it's a kilt.
It's
a
a
difference.
kid.
It's not a dress,
I
it's
can't
a
even do it.
battle skirt.
It's a battle skirt.
I can't even do the accent. Oh well.
All right.
Uh,
Now I enter the. Now this is truly where the game starts getting difficult.
So this is the story where your life turned upside down.
Yes, it's basically, you know that Dr. Eggman phrase in Sonic Heroes? Don't get too excited, boys. Those were the easy ones. Pretty much the levels leading up to the castle are the easy levels.
Right.
So, considering you're more familiar with the Castlevania series, what's your favorite game in the series?
Well, I've only really played the first one and this one, so I would say this one. Well, mostly because it refined the controls, and most of the deaths that happen in the are your faults. Whereas in the other games, the deaths were basically like, oh, you did not predict this was going to happen at this given time.
I was talking.
I didn't know you were.
I was going to say James right when you interrupted.
Well then, sorry, James. I didn't mean to cut in. So go.
He's a big player of Castlevania. That's why I asked. Well, what about that new one you bought? That I saw you play for like a long time.
You mean Bloodstain?
No. The 3D game, the one before we see the creation of Dracula in the first place.
Oh, the Lords of Shadows ones?
No, the one before that.
that is
You were playing
before.
the first.
It's before Dracula
Yeah, I know.
becomes Dracula.
Yeah, it was before Dracula became Dracula. No. Anyways, we find out in those stories that Dracula was actually a Belmont. That's why the Belmont family
Feels obligated to fight him whenever he reappears.
yeah, we take care of our own kind of thing.
We were responsible for the blight. We are tasked with eradicating it.
Wait, Lords of Shadows?
No, the one before that.
There's one before that?
Yeah. Anyways, it felt a lot like Shadow of the Colossus Light. Like, it wasn't a bad game, it was samey and had a somewhat linear progression. But it told a good story. It was interesting. And don't get me started with the whip. The whip was actually really good. Like, the whip that he used, very similar to the whip that you use in this game. And the design of the whip they used in Smash Brothers.
Well, it makes sense because that is the vampire killer, and that is the whip that's passed down from generation to generation. Yeah, that's true too. Would the Morningstar be like the most powerful version of it, or is it just called the Vampire Killer when it's in its base form?
Do not remember. I wish I could tell you. Actually, you know what? I've got the internet right here.
By the power of the internet. And Google Foo.
Not the Vampire Killer I was looking for. It's going to be hard to look. There we go. Vampire Killer Whip. Because there's Vampire Killer the game, Vampire Killer the music, and Vampire Killer the whip.
I would just put in Vampire Killer Castlevania.
Vampire Killer, also known as the Holy Whip or Magic Whip, is the legendary whip wielded by several heroes of the Belmont clan in the Castlevania series. Alternate name: Chain Whip, Fire Whip, Holy Whip, Magic Whip, Mystic Whip, Whip of Alchemy.
Whip my hair back and forth?
I don't know, the character that best defines that is Shantae.
Hi. No, not the wallet.
I have never been that person who goes to pay and doesn't have their wallet until today.
That's happened to me a couple times.
Have you ever been that person where you, like, forgot to pay for your shit?
Like in high school once?
I did it last month. Person on the till decided to start talking to me for some weird, and it freaked me out and it confused me, so when I picked up my bag and left, they just saw, like, it was like, excuse me, you haven't paid yet? It's like, fuck. Don't want to talk to people. See, this is what happens when people talk to me. No.
Okay, so apparently the Morningstar is an upgrade to the Vampire Killer.
Okay, so it's probably the strongest version of it, the one that I'm holding right now.
It's an upgrade. It's not like the final version so much as it is just an upgrade in some games.
Okay.
Like, it's treated like a power-up to the game.
Alright, so then it's probably...
Harmony of Despair?
Yeah, I believe that's the one.
That's the one that says it came out before Lords of Shadow.
Are you sure it's Harmony of Despair or Harmony of No, Harmony of Distance is...
Harmony of Despair. I want a cheeseburger.
Fishy, fishy.
Sworn.
Burgers!
But the closest Smokes is literally halfway from my house to here.
No, not this one. That has Soma Cruz in it.
What?
Wait, Soma? I thought Soma was gonna be from 6 to 9 in the morning.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha!
Thank you, I'll be here all day.
Don't you mean night?
It's gonna be more time in the day than it is in the night.
Yes, but right now it's going to be night.
And it's a terrible night to have occur.
Ah ha ha ha. Oh my gosh, please make it stop.
The morning sun has vanished the horrible night.
Sorry, I think it's just really easy to whip up some good Castlevania puns.
Oh, now I know how it feels. Aiden! They're grooving on you!
You could say they're dancing in the moonlight. I'll leave now.
No, don't leave.
And the devil's there too.
I knew that was coming.
I literally need to start to open up strong. So I do it.
Yeah, you were fine the first time, and you were just tanking it.
You know it's a rough time. Come on, when even the tables want to kill.
I mean, for some people, or for For some of the Castlevania games, you have to fight poltergeists, which inhabit tables and chairs, so...
Okay, who gave the ghost a chair?
GG!
There we go.
That was quick.
All right, level 7. This is where I left off. I actually really this level.
So this is Super Castlevania, right?
Hmm?
The sequel to Castlevania Z.
Oh, this is the Super Castlevania that happens after the Broly movie.
So Aiden's playing right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So Aiden, what are you gonna do when a problem comes along?
Well, if there's something strange in my neighborhood, I know who I'm going to call.
Was I leading into one song and you decided to sing a different one?
Yep,
Probably.
If there's one thing I know how to do, I know how to answer questions with questions.
That just raises further questions!
That's kind of my job, considering I'm going to be a teacher.
Is that something you do?
Yes. When students often ask me, like, is this right? I often answer them with, I don't know, do you think it's right? Because I'm not just going to give them the answer. They need to find the answer on their own accord.
But wait, how old are these children?
Depends on the grade, but right now I'm with grade 3s.
Grades mean nothing to me. I'm not in America or Canada. What
No, I
age
literally
are the
mean grade
children?
3, which is around 8 years old.
So you don't get any of that weird shit where the child corrects the teacher.
Oh, I was
It
definitely,
happens.
I was definitely correcting teachers at 8. I don't know what the fuck you're talking.
Yeah, but you do it in a more interesting way when you're a teenager.
Nice to see the enemies have similar weapons to you.
Yeah, these guys are actually similar enemies to the first game, except that they're not nearly as aggravating to fight. Do you remember the Axe Knights in the original game? The ones that took 9 hits to kill? Yeah, those are the same enemies.
I never played the original game.
Yeah, they don't take 9 hits.
Technically, I've never played Super Castlevania either.
Thankfully, they don't take 9 hits, they only take 4, and their patterns are actually easier to recognize.
Ah, there we go. No longer Donkey Kong, now actually Castlevania.
What?
The theme tune in my head's finally actually keyed in that it's not Donkey Kong anymore.
Question: did anybody else ever play Sheik in like Super Smash Brothers main? And just flail the chain out and then just kind of hold it and flail it out for a bit and like go blah,
Yes.
blah, 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 and be like
And
chain of
stupid opponents walk into it all the time. Yep.
and say chain of doom.
No.
Anybody else say that when they did it?
No.
I totally did it. It was fun.
It's funny the amount of stuff it cancels out, though.
Did you
Thanks,
know in
game.
Smash Bros. Brawl, if you could get the exact timing on the frames, you could infinite up B with Pikachu.
Which game?
In Brawl,
Oh, okay.
if you could get the exact timing on the frames, you could permanently up B with Pikachu. Which means you
Makes
can
sense.
never fall off the map.
I take it it's probably frame perfect, though.
Yeah. It's stupidly hard because it's not meant to happen. I found it out playing against my friend and they were like, wait, did you just do that 4 times? I was like, wait, what? Yeah. Let's try this.
Man,
I can do it up to 3.
So Aiden, the villains you're fighting right now are not painting a pretty picture for your future.
No, they're really not.
Your future hinges upon this.
Yeah, He-Man.
Well, if there's any Castlevania boss that Terp would relate to, it's death.
What?
You killed the joke.
Everything I touches dies.
Quick, throw crosses at Terp.
Well, I do have the cross weapon right now, so I feasibly could. I don't trust this area. I'm gonna crouch walk through it.
How do they break before you get to them?
It's testing your reflexes, just to see if you're not just blindly walking through it.
Because that has a hitbox.
Oh, I think Terp meant in universe, not like from a mechanical perspective.
Your mechanical perspective.
That's a good
But
thing. 'cause
am
it
I
knows-
in universe?
Oh,
I
you're
am
not in you.
super tempted to go take a nap. I don't know why.
All right,
I
awesome.
was woken up a couple of times this morning, so speaking.
Yeah, Terp was super woke this morning.
Huh?
Terp was super woke this morning. Because you said you were woken up.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this is the level where I start getting aggravated. This is the level that I find the most annoying. Not because of the boss that you fight at the end of it, but because this level is filled to the brim with insta-death spike hazards, and it has an RNG disappearing platform segment.
Isn't that Dracula at the end?
No, it's not. So,
It's a-
before I do anything,
It's got the same pause sound. Wait, what?
I'm creating a restore point for this.
Oh, good.
Just to save my sanity.
Wait, when did you guys get that?
When did we get what?
The SNES Classic?
Yes.
He's already.
This is mine.
Yeah, he's always had
Okay.
it. Technically speaking, we can make restore points with the Retron 5 too. And that's with official console games.
Brennan, I'm going to start typing at you so I don't just overwhelm the stream with conversation about Soul Calibur.
Get it.
Do it.
Excuse me.
And you do not have enough time to deal with the one on the bottom. If you catch them, do you get the amount back?
I wish you did.
I think in the later games.
That would be nice.
They're walking over coffins now. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to take that nap because not as good as I thought.
Spike's an instant death in this game,
Yes.
Yes.
as I'm guessing is crushing.
Yeah. That's what happens when you get woken up.
That trope was super woke.
Much woke.
Aha.
Well, ha 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 ha.
Ah, hubris, my only weakness.
Ah, weakness, my only you.
Okay. I remember this part being a massive pain in the ass as well.
Maybe I should fridge this, these poutines. You want to fridge yours, man?
Haha. Ah!
Hey, did.
Yeah?
Fridging your poutine?
Sure. That honestly could have gone worse.
Oh, you got the spicy one. Here.
Dang it, Jerry, I'm not in the mood.
Yours is the one on the top shelf. Mine is on the bottom shelf.
How the hell do I get a special arena for Pookie Pookie killing Duratotus? Kill fish, get arena bird. What the fick?
Don't ask me how those spikes are still not touching my head, but it's the only way you
How
can
are
get
those
past
spikes still not touching your head?
Your guess is as good as mine, man. Simon Belmont is just magic. Okay, I made it. Okay, I got through the BS part. Now, the rest of this is actually easy.
That's what she said.
See, this is the one boss that I was mentioning earlier that the knife is actually the best option for.
Are you cheesing?
Did
the
it.
boss?
I got through that level relatively unscathed. I'm actually happy. That one was busting my balls when I was practicing this game.
Oh, you practiced, so you cheated.
No, I didn't. I knew some parts were going to be frustrating, so I figured I'd get some extra practice in just in case.
Not allowed to prepare. It's a
This-
silly
this
thing.
This level is actually pretty cool. I like this one. Ever wondered what it would feel like to fight Dracula's dowry? Well, we're gonna be fighting a whole bunch of treasure-themed enemies in this one. And the music in this level is amazing.
I would love for there to be just a random corpse of a duck in here somewhere.
That'd be funny.
I'm pretty sure if there's any wall. I'm pretty sure if there's any wall meat, I'm pretty sure that. The silence is deafening.
I'm eating, thank you.
I meant from everyone else.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to focus on this area. If you don't plan your actions perfectly, you are going into the pit, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, I know.
If there's one thing that this game does carry over, it's that knockback and falling into instant death stuff.
I believe
the
in you,
bag.
Aiden. You can do it. Hooray! More like
Sarah believes in you too.
More like hooray, then.
Oh.
I didn't know we were playing Mortal Kombat.
Well, I've always been told that I have a shocking person.
What have I done? Mistakes were made.
I think it's too late to bolt now.
These puns are ghoulish.
There's no good meat to the joke though. It's basically just skeleton.
I'm actually not gonna jump for that because I know that if I jump and don't hit the stairs, that's an instant death. Again, this game just loves throwing BMs your way. Like that. At least it didn't throw me into spikes. Okay. So this is the part where you can actually get a lot of points. Because literally everything in this area drops money. Even the enemies. So it's really easy to get extra lives in this area.
Have you gotten to the awkward parallaxing part of the game?
I'm assuming you mean the one with the saw.
You know, the way the NES or SNES faked 3D environments with parallax stuff?
Do you mean
It's
the
the-
rotation?
It's the twisty room, yeah.
Yeah, we passed
actually,
that.
Yeah, we passed that already. That was actually in one of the earlier levels.
Oh yeah. If I hadn't forgotten my wallet.
But that part was really cool. Except for the fact that the enemies literally spawn in front of you, just in a cheap ha-ha moment.
Surprise!
I don't think the skeletons are funny. Or they don't
No.
get comedy. Because they keep
No,
tossing
well-
away their funny bones.
Yeah, they keep tossing away their humorous's. There's no humorous to them.
I think that's because they're spooky, scary skeletons.
Yeah, well, that one has an instrument. It's probably a trombone.
Wah, wah, wah.
And the one that Aiden just killed was holding a spine, so...
Actually, look more like a tail.
Well, it's some form of whip, and I'm gonna assume it's a spine.
Yeah, it looked like a tail. And Aiden went under it to save himself.
That's what she said. Wait, what?
Now, this is Batman if Batman became money.
What do you mean? Batman is money.
What are your superpowers again?
I have money.
I'm rich.
Rich and scary. And Martha died.
I know how to stop it. I know how to stop this boss. Martha.
Why did you say that name?
I don't know.
All right. We're getting there now. This is where they start paying homage to the previous games, notably in the music. Listen carefully. For those of you who do not recognize it, this is a theme from Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. Oh. Let's try that again. A little less suck. I know for me that's going to be a very monumental task, but...
Speaking of sucking inside castles filled with undead things, have you guys done Luigi's Mansion on stream before?
The first one, yes. We
Oh,
have
okay.
not done. We haven't done Dark Moon, and of course, obviously, when that one comes out, we'll do the third one as well.
I probably should have thought of it before the week before Halloween, but
I see it.
I see a theme trending here.
Halloween-themed games that technically are not scary.
I wonder if Soul Calibur counts for a Halloween game.
Can you
Well,
make
if
your
it has
character
characters
scary?
like Yoshimitsu, I don't see why not.
I mean, Cervantes is a zombie pirate raid.
I mean, if you look at my Discord image, I am Yoshimitsu.
Yeah,
Move.
Yoshimitsu is currently deciding he wants to be medieval Ultron with his designs.
No.
I think you need to change your name to I Need Healing.
No. Because I don't need healing, I steal souls.
Oh, you need healing.
No, I steal
You
souls.
sit down, you tap your sword to the floor a couple of times, and you heal.
Aw.
You
No,
need healing.
no.
Yeah, we're getting to that now, are we?
Does he still have the kamikaze attack?
By the looks of it, no. I think that was just the
I haven't played since 3, so I don't know.
whichever one's in the samurai armor, he's the first one I played. Yoshimitsu the third. I think this one is the fourth.
This game doesn't take place linearly after the previous ones, though. Like, they decided to go back and redo Soul Calibur 1 and 2 story-wise, where they are currently at.
What, there was a story?
Yes, there was. And now I have to check.
A pretty decent one, actually.
It was kind of a joke, but yeah.
I mean, pretty decent for a fighting game franchise.
I knew the game was going to start doing this, but
You got in the same spot again.
we'll keep trekking on. It's not that that part's leading up to that area.
Hey
were
guys, Aiden
super
needs healing.
I need healing.
Yeah, I need healing because this game's giving me soul pain.
Also, because the last Soul Calibur game I played was Soul Calibur 3, and 4 is IV and 6 is VI, I keep wanting to call this game Soul Calibur 4.
That's fair. Okay, there we go. Thankful I have a knife for that. Okay. So for that part with the skeletons, I have a plan. Whether or not it'll work. Aha! It worked! So... There we go.
Okay, yeah. 6 is a reboot.
Wait, what the... Okay.
Basically, the reason they did that is because the team behind 5 is not the same team behind the rest of the franchise, and they did some stupid stuff for the story that the original team was not happy with. So rather than just roll back one game, they decided to just roll back to the start. I thought it was easier.
Now that's actually made me curious. What parts did they change that they just didn't like?
Okay, so for Soul Calibur 5, what they basically did was, oh, the game takes place like 15 years after the other one. Yeah. Also, Soul Calibur is just as evil as Soul Edge. Yeah. Also, the main characters are Sophia's kids, and they're great, and they're so important, and they're awful. They're so awful. And all the female characters, except for Hilda from the previous games and Ivy, are too old now, and they've been replaced by legacy characters. But all of the guy characters are still fine to keep fighting. Don't worry.
I can see why people might be a little bit miffed.
And like the story is 98% about Sophia's kid, and they are both just the worst, and it has awful acting, and it's just they went weird directions. Like Raphael isn't in the game, and it's implied that the current Nightmare is actually Raphael instead of Siegfried. So
No, he is.
yeah, but I don't think he's part of the story though. Is the thing. I don't know. I've read up on it. I've not done it personally, so.
Raphael Sorel. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from Soul Calibur 2.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about Soul Calibur 5 right now.
Oh.
That's why people had a problem with Soul Calibur 5. It was by all the things that listed were things wrong with Soul Calibur 5 that were a result of it being a new team instead of the old team, and why they felt the need to just start over, because it's like they don't want to roll back just one game, but they didn't like that one game. But they were like, yeah, the story's going to take place 15 years in the future, and all the best characters aren't in it anymore. And it's like, well, we want to use the best characters, but you roast into a corner, so we're just going to ignore it and go back.
Yeah. Because apparently from 3 to 5, he was just basically a vampire.
Yeah, yeah.
Why have I been at it?
Also, I think Ivy is kind of a wraith like Cervantes as well, but not as bad. But she doesn't age between 4 and 5 like everyone else does because of Cervantes.
Who?
Ivy.
Yeah, that was close.
Because, you know, her sword is like Soul Edge mixed with her blood manifested.
Oh. Okay.
Also, Ivy came about from Cervantes while Cervantes had Soul Edge.
Okay. And for those who are not familiar, this theme is the main theme of the first game. I think it is called Vampire Killer. Let's take it.
So yeah, Yoshimitsu is now Yoshimitsu the First again.
I thought the Soul Calibur Yoshimitsu was always Yoshimitsu the second, though.
No, Yoshimitsu from.
And the one in 5 was Yoshimitsu 3, I
No. Yoshimitsu the first goes from Soul Calibur to Soul Calibur 4. Then Yoshimitsu the second is the one in.
And Yoshimitsu is the tie between that and Tekken, which indicates that they take place in the same universe, right?
Yes. Like, I read somewhere that Yoshimitsu from Soul Calibur was the ancestor of the one in Tekken.
And this theme is from the third game. Bus up, keep climbing. Go up the sideways stairs. Oh, there were spikes there. Oops.
So, if I put the stream on my phone, I can watch it while I play Soul Calibur 4 without killing my computer. 6.
Oh, okay. Oh. That was close.
Now, the question is if my computer can handle Soul Calibur at the same time.
Eh?
My computer.
I'll be right back. I have to eat.
Have fun. We love you.
I see you. There you go. Aha. Nothing's more satisfying than hitting a skeleton in the shins with a whip. Oh shoot. That was the end.
Also, my favorite design for Nightmare is the one they use in Soul Calibur 2. And I hate that not only have they never gone back to that design, but starting with Soul Calibur 3 onwards, Nightmare's Soul Calibur 2 design has been the logo for the team that does the franchise. It's like double insulting.
I do like that Nightmare. Are you talking about, like, the armored Nightmare or the Siegfried that has the nightmarish tone to it?
The blue Nightmare that had the head frills, but not the front horn.
Okay.
Also, I've made Taskmaster and Deathstroke in this game so far.
Okay, cool.
Like, I made Taskmaster, and I'm like, I can probably do Deathstroke too.
Probably.
And it did. I cannot for the life of me give his balaclava a good-looking eye, though. Everything else is perfect, except until you zoom in during victory screens and see the balaclava with the eye on it, and it's like, ah!
Ah.
Like the only things properly eye-shaped that get small enough to the actual size of eyes when you shrink them down from the stickers are actual eye stickers, and the two ones you can use are both look really weird. Like one looks like a runic eye, and the other looks like an uncomfortably open eye staring into your soul, which doesn't work for his mask, and looks awkwardly anime-ish on his otherwise serious-looking outfit. Oh, okay, never mind. I found it. Hold on, you did. Apparently Kissy Lips sticker makes a pretty good looking eye for him, so.
Okay.
Which is kind of silly, but.
Dude, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. What the hell? My phone just stopped playing Twitch and then went back to Pandora. And started playing that.
Weird.
Oh, it's because I turned on Wi-Fi and things started updating.
Okay. This is the part. Let's try that again. Okay. Oh, yes, this is where the boss rush is. I have to fight three bosses. Wait, I think he can't touch. Yeah, he can't touch me unless he walks in. Ow. And I can't escape. That's really fair. Literally all of him is a hitlock. Okay. It's actually alright. Okay. Oh yeah, this is right. Is this death? No.
I believe in you.
And there's a guy in chat that was saying that you got this.
Hey, thank you, sir. That guy was surprisingly easy considering what I fought first. Alright. Here's hope. Well, not here's hoping. I know exactly who's next, and I'm not gonna look forward to it. Alright. Let's do this. Alright. Come on, Death. You and me, let's go.
Congratulations.
Nice. I can't believe I did it first try. Normally, death is way more aggravating than that. All right.
I know, right? Like, you're just going along, and all of a sudden your life ends, and you don't get to do all the things you're trying. Oh, you meant the enemy, not the metaphysical.
Well, both, honestly. Okay, I gotta get used to that. Okay.
Speaking of death, I'm currently making death in Soul Calibur 6.
Nice. Oh, and look at that. It gives me the cross, too. Okay. Maybe a little further. Here I am, wasting all my lives just getting ready for Dracula.
Aiden, no.
You know what? I better just get the mulligan here. So it's right around there. That's gonna be tricky. You know what? This should be enough. Alright, let's do it. This is the fight with... Let's get it done.
I believe in you again, by the way. Not that I stopped believing you, but now I double believe in you.
Hey. Alright, let's do it. Oh, I see. I can't jump. So that's what Okay.
I think it would be funny if I made Death as a character in Soul Calibur 6 and then didn't use the Solomel for his weapon style. That's the guy with the giant scythe, by the way.
Yeah. I remember that character because I remember him being really cool.
Eh. Like, just gave him Mitsurugi for no reason. Like, you know, oh, Death's a samurai now, yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me. He got tired of the ways of the scythe and just decided to take up a sword.
To be fair, the era of the samurai sword is also the only area that ever used scythes as an offensive weapon in such a manner, so...
Oh, of course, that's when Death starts getting serious. That's when Dracula starts getting serious.
Mr. Dracu, buddy.
Oops.
Moo. I am back from the foods.
We missed you. Probably.
Yeah.
Why you no bring us foods?
Cause a group of you live 13 hours away from me. You live in the UK, and Shirey is southeast of me, somewhere. I think like a 24-hour drive, maybe. I don't know.
Nope.
I live in southern North Carolina.
Yeah, that. Maybe let. Okay, then maybe. Like 16 hours away from me. And this is going off of me knowing where the hell Terp lives, so.
I like how names characters. So my character I just made that's supposed to be, you know, the Grim Reaper, the embodiment of Neth. The character name it automatically gives it is Olive. I named him Death Sama. So he's Lord Death.
Quickly, Aiden, give him a phoenix down.
Oh,
You can do it, Aiden. We believe in you. I mean, mostly I believe in
win!
you, but we believe
I
in
win!
you. Yeah, it was all me believing in you.
Where are you going?
I'm the best cheerleader. Room-ra-ree, stab Dracula in the eye.
I wonder if I'm ruining the moment by teabagging Dracula's corpse.
Oh no.
Yep.
Teabagging Dracula's corpse is how you make sure it's not dead. You don't have any salt with you, so.
Hooray, I did it. That actually took less time than I thought it would. Playing through this game again. Glad I did. I do love it.
To the dashboard to find out how long it's been. Well, Aiden, you have an hour and 16 minutes left.
I do. What to play in the meantime? I know my game choices. Actually, it should be easy enough to find the one that I want to play.
Do you have another Castlevania on there you can play, maybe?
He was
not
gonna-
Castlevania.
He was going to do Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
So once the credits are all over, I will transition to the next game. I will. We'll take a short break, like maybe 5 minutes, so that I can set everything up. Then we'll
Okay.
be back with Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Okay.
I just hope Phil has it.
At moment, the host DCs.
He got Gurgurk.
But also, Aiden, I could have very easily made him just using a bunch of black robes, but that would have been boring. And decided to go more in depth with the character design for it.
Ah, fair enough.
And some of the bits I had that had skulls on them, which would work thematically. Those skulls were already in gold, and I thought it looked good, so I incorporated that into the rest of the design. It worked.
Okay. Oh! You can use the sub-weapons when you were on, You can use sub-weapons when you're hanging from your whip. I did not realize. That would have made that spot a lot easier. Now I know. sends me back out to the beginning. Okay. Well, that was Castlevania 4, folks. We will be taking a quick break, maybe about 5 minutes or so, and then when we're done, we will be back. We will be back with Five Nights at Freddy's 2. We'll see you in a little bit.